Working as intended.
Idiot! Welcome to level 50, where you've done half the quests. Alright, we still have more beast tribe things to do, as well as more... class quest things to do. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. It says there's another quest that that requires a featherless one's touch. Have need of Monica's help, Sezzle does. So close, we are taking shape before our very eyes. Qualin is. Hull for body, engine for heart, next fashion muscle to transfer power to wings we must. Developed by featherless ones, cerulean technology was very advanced. First Ixali in history to design and build our own engine we are. Function perfectly, main engine components do. Flawless was Tataramu's design, and abundance of materials for upcoming task we have. But tiny problem there is, maybe not so tiny. Squawk, machine tool for cutting transmission parts we have not. Many intricate gears and cogs harness power produced by engine, propulsion system they do. With one precision gear wheel they make lathe to grind such parts we could. Our best hope, Monica, is beg, borrow, steal, but have that gear wheel we must. Only featherless ones have item we seek. Rest on Monica's shoulders, fate of Qualin does. I guess Tataramu knows what's going on. I was listening in on Sezzle's lamentations. It would seem we are in need of a new lathe, or failing that, a part that will allow us to build one. A gear wheel such as the one we seek must be in the highest degree of workmanship. Should it be warped even the smallest fraction, that imperfection will be reflected in the turning in the lathe and to make the crafting of precision components impossible. No, must be one made to an extremely exacting specifications. I speak of the difference of a single hair's width here. In the entire realm of Eurasia, I could count on the fingers of one hand the master artisans who are capable of forging such a piece. And even should we be so fortunate as to secure the service of such a talented individual, we must consider the time it would take to craft the gear wheel. Our project might languish for weeks, if not months. It would be far better were we to focus on obtaining an existing gear wheel and then somehow convincing the owner to part with it. A lathe. Now, where have I seen lathe before? Yes, I have vague memories of seeing one in my grandfather's workshop, which was somewhere outside the city. That's it. You must return to Gridania and speak with Coulson once more. He's been with Highwind Skyway since the beginning. If anyone were to know what's become of my grandfather's lathe, it would be Coulson. He will likely be in or around the Carline canopy. The old man is never far from the airships while not attending to business. Alright, off to Gridania we go. Over in the airship area, but you can't jump down. They should let us jump down here. Oh, he's upstairs out here. Hi, Coulson. Yes, I remember you. My eyesight may be failing, but my mind is yet sharp. Thank you very much. You're the last Master Tataramu employed as his delivery girl. Surely materials I provided you were sufficient, yes? The young master wishes to know what became of the lathe from his grandfather's workshop? Well, it does bring back memories. It must be now 50 years ago now that I began my apprenticeship with Tatanora, famous adventurer and businessman. So recalled the day he conceived his revolutionary enterprise. He proposed the idea of building passenger balloons that shared the principle, if not the purpose, of Ixali dirigibles. His company was the very first air travel service in the realm and marked the birth of Highwind Skyways. Of course, it was not until around 30 years later when Sid Garland brought airship technology to Eurasia that flights between cities became a regular occurrence. Those were the days, though. If I close my eyes, I can still see the workshop. I can still hear excited optimism as Tatanora and I worked tirelessly on the construction of that first balloon. Pray excuse an old man his reminiscing. What were you speaking of? Oh yes, lathes. I believe the lathe Master Tataramu refers to is the one we used in the old Falgord workshop. But I'm afraid the place was shut down and dismantled for lumber after Tatabaru assumed management of the company. It was the end of an era, after all. I wonder if there's any still in Falgard who remember that time. Perhaps you might try speaking with the employees of the bobbing cork. Alright, back to Falgard float. Alright, peoples, I need info. A loon has info for me. And welcome to the bobbing cork, friend. Will you be needing a room? No? You've come for a drink and some gossip, then? A lathe, I'm afraid I'm familiar with the term. Some manner of tool from the old Skyway workshop that used to stand here in Falgard? A pity our previous owner has moved on. 10 years I've worked here, but never have I heard talk of any such workshop. Well, I may not know not of any lathe, but we do have a mountain of unclaimed possessions that we've been adding to since the dawn of bloody time. The inn has the largest storeroom in town, you see, and it's the favored reclave for all manner of unwanted or forgotten artifacts that once belonged to either residents or customers. And just this morning I thought to clear some space by throwing away the oldest and dustiest relics. You're more than welcome to sift through the pile outside and take whatever you wish. Junk pile's all the way back here. Oh, hello, gear wheel. That's a big gear wheel. And inspecting. It needs a cutscene for picking up a gear wheel. Monica, is that what I think it is? Oh, hello. The gear wheel from the lathe I came to follow right on the barest of remembrances. But I'm certainly glad I did. The workshop itself is gone, but some things are too precious to simply fling into the midden heap. One of the artisans must have saved it. My grandfather was always well respected, you see, and even in his later years he would take me to see the workers practicing their trade. Listen well, Tataramu, he would say, coin has its uses, but aught of true value is bought with passion and persistence. To reach the highest skies, you must spread your wings and soar. His words of wisdom were as the sweetest lullabies to me as a child, just likely his influence that encouraged me to pursue my love of airship design. What's this? The face of the gear wheel is engraved with a dedication of some kind. For my dear friend Ehcatl, on these wings I pledge our everlasting bond, Tatanora. But this would mean... Let us return to Ehcatl and deliver this treasure to Cecil without delay. There are certain questions to which our Ixali colleague may hold the answers. Alright, bye. Oh, what? I gotta carry the gear back? I come bearing gears. Nervously waiting for Monica's turn, Cecil was, releasing decidedly unblessed wind's bowels were. Well, here's the gear wheel. It also has a message. Yes, exactly what we need this gear wheel is. Good. Edging much closer to reality, dream of Ehcatl is. So there's something I would ask you. Pale Tataramu looks, nervous belly like Cecil. Ask permission to use latrine trench. Tataramu need not. No, perhaps you just read the inscription on the gear wheel. Inscription? See tiny words. Cecil did not. For my dear friend Ehcatl, on these wings I pledge our everlasting bond. Tatanora is my grandsire. He is the man who founded Highwind Skyways 46 years ago, and I'm fairly certain we've all heard that second name before. Squawk! Care to share the source of your amusement, Cecil? Too perfect it is, destined to fall into our hands, this gear wheel was. Ehcatl, outcast and genius, first chief of Ehcatl 9, master balloon maker and Cecil's respected mentor. Your mentor? Then the name of our hybrid airship? Yes, one and same. Think of a better way to honor Chief's memory, Cecil could not. And then it was true. I speak of an old rumor. 'Twas said that grandfather's company was built on his appropriation of beastmen aeronautics, that all the balloons he flew were not more than base imitations of Ixali-made vessels. 'Tis a rumor that was officially denied, and any mention has been thoroughly expunged from written records on the assertion that even unfounded claims of stolen beastmen technology would unduly harm Highwind Skyways' reputation. I thought it merely the rumblings of rivals, sick with envy at grandfather's success. Yes, envy it was. Squawk envy that led your ancestors to steal our genius. Thieves and liars. Cecil. Pulling Tataramu's tail feathers, Cecil was. Judging by words on Giro, stolen from us this knowledge was not. Friends they were, shared craft with Tataramu's grandfather, Ehcatl did. Work! See it clearly, Cecil can. Two dreamers gazing into vast sky, one feathered and one not. Not so different to our past and present, eh? Fate has had a hand in our meeting, it would seem. I'm honored to continue the friendship our elders began, Cecil Totolock. Squawk dust in Cecil's eye there is. Back to work, swiftly now, our fine tongue shortened on new Lathe Tataramu will. Alright, wrap up. New quests? Tribal quest complete. Reputation, I'm now trusted. New Ixali tribal daily quests are now available. There's a lot of different dailies you can do here. Oh, improved ship. Hooray, improvements! How many more rep steps do I have to do here? Thanks to your diligent efforts, Cecil's crew can now use their new lathe to craft the gears and cogs that will transfer power from the engine to the wings. Continue assisting the Ehcatl 9 to see the airship hybrid reach completion. Will do. That just means more dailies. How much rep do I need for the next one? 720. I can probably finish that in like 2 to 3 days. Because the dailies here are worth a lot, and there's a lot of them. Oh geez, there's more than the beast like the actual max amount of beast tribe dailies you can take in a day. But I'll always take this one because it's worth 70. And it's easy to do. Alright, class quests. Still haven't picked up nifty armor for my paladin. From Leroy Genlins. Hello, Genlins wishes to assign you your most daunting trial yet. Welcome, my friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Sagolii was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan Sworn met with untimely deaths, but strangely our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favor of an old friend to receive permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's Frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night in the barracks, but in nearly every case there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison, carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins in the pay and service of the monetarists. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many Sultan Sworn and leave without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of Sultan Sworn who might become future commanders, all of them slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Sagolii to become the Sultan Sworn's youngest captain in a century. The monarchs were plotting to kill the best and bravest of Sultan Sworn to purchase ranks of greatness and enervate it so that it can no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how does Sagolii remain captain for 30 long years? How do you avoid the poisoner's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There may be only one explanation. He was the monetarist cat's paw that turned cloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down now than ever before. While I continue my investigation of Tralfie, I want you to seek the gallant armor, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan Sworn. In accordance with the Sultan Sworn tradition, the set that should be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan, and each piece has been locked within a coffer which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultan Sworn themselves if you are to claim their armor. I can do that. I also think, there's more to the story than what's going on. I'm not going to have any room for any of the armor. I can take the ones that I'm not using anymore. Even though stuff is eye level 50, it keeps telling me that the Orm Veil stuff is better. You must best these people, but it's 2 on 2. An elite and a squire. And then steal the coffer. Hooray, 1 piece. Like the anime? Kill the elite first, where's your squire? Well, there he is. Poor squire's by himself. He gets stunned. More armor. Kind of feel like I could take on both of these groups at once, but I don't think it'll let me. Because they're in vastly different areas. I'm beating up your squire first. Bonk. Alright, and 1 more. Bonk. Don't want to pause and actually hit the fire sprite. Alright, last piece. Yay, new armor! Oh, I look the part. Alright, Genlins, I'm back. Good, the armor is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills. Now you're ready to face Sagolii the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial. As a preparation, we will leave only when you are ready. You mean, like, immediately? Generally wishes to know if you are ready to face this dude. The recovery of the Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I have told Sagolii that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he will be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The Parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in Sagolii Desert. Give me your map and I'll mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the monetarists will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the monetarists discover Sagolii is willing to parley, then they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again. Down here in the desert. Instance. Sword. Sword stuck in the ground. Alright, what are we fighting here? Do I hear the sound of enemies? The sword's bigger than I am. So you dared to come. You're a brazen one, I'll grant you that, but did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies in the Sultan Sworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in a league with the traitor and the monetarists. Confess. With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Wait, what? No, not me! Do you dare accuse my own Sultan Sworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You are a naive fool. I suspect you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of paladin that the traitor Sagolii gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a paladin, and as such, you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall be here and feed the crows. Well, that escalated quickly. Alright, Straight Blade. I'll take on you and all your friends. Oh, your friends are getting their ass kicked. Oh, you're getting your ass kicked. Look how much damage you're taking just from AoE. Has stunned you. How dare you use our arts against us. Interject. Nice try, idiot. Beers without. Well, you're fucked. That's it. That was easy. Now explain. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman. You're superior in every way. No. You were blinded, Genlins, by your own conviction. Genlins, remember your own lesson. Plan does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultan Sworn. Bye. Nice block, my big friend. Those men were assassins in service of the monitors. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar! You are their agent. You betrayed us for them. You were always naive, Genlins, too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think, the information you uncovered, how did you come by? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monitor's lapdogs. Genlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then you were never a traitor? You were innocent? I have wronged you. Easy now, your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. Just fucking carries him over his shoulder. I'll take care of the captain, he's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You become a fine warrior and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps you're not aware just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. Alright, big paladin friend. Just let me stand beside him. He'd be like, don't talk to me or my daughter ever again. Alright, but I'm not level 50, so I can't do the next one. You okay there, Leroy? Paladin, I've done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I have recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal, but far more important than that, Sagolii is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the lead, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the monitors and restore the Sultan Sworn to his former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind the deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide at my time, marshal my strength, and when the time is right, strike hard at our enemies. Alright, we'll strike hard at level 50. But first, I have to get a new superpower. The ability to cover my allies and take their damage. Cover and then, what is it? Hallowed Ground is a legit technique. Alright, what else do we have to do? Monk 50. Over to the Goldsmith's Guild. Hello, idiot. Professor Eric looks overjoyed. My theory was correct. Correct, I tell you. This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime, perhaps of all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend their significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with thunderous applause, and I think I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. Both you and the Peerless Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Orizia has the semi-literate oaf wandered off to? I took more note of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah. What have I done? Monica, I fear the words I offered may have driven Wintergelt to attempt the insane. I analyzed the ethereal waves of your body second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism, the so-called seventh chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which most likely to resonate with those waves. Silvertear Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery, the discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind, Monica, and I find myself pitying you. But I did. This guy's such a ding. Do you not see what I have done? Fucking dingus. I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the seventh chakra. He has given his life to the fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire, and more than anything he desires the power needed to achieve that end, the power to combat the might of all of Garlemald. Any fool can see that. Almost any fool can see that he imagines the seventh chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire in such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He has gone to Silvertear Falls in Mordona. I am certain of it. You must go, Monica. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. Look at all these quests. That looks like Hawk Mansion Hard, Quarren Hard mode, Bloodfur Stones. These are probably all dungeons. The Ultimate Ballad. Okay, that's Ultima Weapon. Legacy of Alleg, Magic Technical Difficulties. Looks like there's a fight here. Oh, there's a fight here and instance. Looks like there was a bit of a fight here. You claim the power of Garlemald? Fools, power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. Ominous. Have you gone bad? Am I beating you up for my final quest? The seventh chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Alamigo fell to these? Hi, guys. Ah, sister, you are late. Oh, that's got the power bar. He's going fucking Super Saiyan. But perhaps that is best. I've just attended our Garlean guests. I wanted us to be alone. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beat his drums. Do you not feel it, sister? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger? Garlemald took everything from Alamigo. They left us nothing, not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it, all of it, but I need great power to do so. That power rests to the seventh chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The fifth and final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met. We monks seek sacred ground. There we train. That is how the chakra are opened. The teacher told me himself, this is where the seventh chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground, the ground of battle between you and me. Your strength has peaked. Through it, mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have purpose. It will be for Alamigo. Well, shit. Rejoice, sister. You shall die a martyr. How about no? Honestly, I want to just kick your ass. It's unfair that you have friends. Even though your friends are kind of weak. Here, come over here so I can AoE the bowman. Wait, where's the healer? Oh, there he is. Nice heal, idiot. Now you're fucked. Alright, now it just leaves us. Ooh, thanks. I can get my positional. True north. Now you're getting your ass kicked. Energy wills me. Come, let us end this now. Where do you think you're going? You're not doing much damage to me. I think I'm winning the sit point battle. Like, let's be honest, you're not very strong. I still have all my, like, defensive cooldowns. Did it. Murder. So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power for the greater good? Stay back. This power is mine. The others of Rose ignore our suffering. Why would I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Dude, just wait a couple expansions. It'll be fine. Be like, you okay? And that's power. High Scholar, dude, that light, never ever seen anything like it. Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating, simply fascinating. You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Idiot! Why did you strike me? Silence, you bloody fool, you oaf, you idiot. I would strike you 1,000 times more if it did not pain my hands so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Bugger, opening your infernal chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland, of the ironworks that bear his name, once wrote that these silver tear falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round and we live on its surface. Even you should see then that he did not speak of a center in the physical sense. I am no astrologian nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. The vital energy of Heidelin, that which is called Aether, is one and the same as the life force in which you monks believe. As the center of our world, these silver tear falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. We all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times, that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. To bring forth life as part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force, and that you are no different than the very guardians you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people, to every soul who has suffered? To children with empty bellies, to wives made widows? I would. To every last soul among them. Even if they fail to grasp meaning as you do now, I would and will speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, it is that there is no future for Urza should her people struggle and vie for power without considering the consequences of their doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another and to this world as part of it is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? Regret? You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. The one time you're a stand-up dude, the rest of the time you're a dick. Alright, gotta go back. Hooray, chakra! Oh no, I just chat right here. All done? Immediately another cutscene. Not long ago I spoke with a man in Alamegan. He too was of the resistance. He asked me a simple question: why do I fight? I did not hesitate, I did not think. The word came of its own rule: revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts, that it is the most common of reasons, the easiest and the most dangerous. I did not think on it then, perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, sister. You and the teacher. For that I thank you both. Alright, can teacher stop insulting me now? I made a promise, I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you, for one whose 7th chakra is open. Thanks. Elmigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Urza from the Empire, and yet we are despised, ignored, worse, we are all forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time I did not understand. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. The pride is strong in me, and in the teacher, as it was in his son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish to tell him this is not so. Farewell, sister. May Ralgo watch over you. Alright, thanks for the shirt off your back. It's like, it won't fit me though, right? Perfect balance. 3 stacks, each stack along the execution weapon skill that requires a certain form without being in that form. So just punch enemies really hard. Okay, that's the end of this quest line. And then I get superpower. Yay, superpower! And that concludes the monk quests. And then I gotta go back to the scholar again. Alright, ninja things as well. It's like ninja wants to be inconspicuous, gigantic, flying, shiny carbuncle. Hi, Byakubu. I'm here for my level 50 quest. Is this one gonna be easy like the other ones? After much soul searching, Oboro has reached a resolution. Kasatsu. Ah, Monaco, your return pleases me. I feared I might miss the chance to bid you a proper farewell. Yes, we'll be taking our leave from your realm. My mission is complete and Tsubama's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Redbeak's last words, I will not lie. At first they weighed heavily on my mind, but in the end I am a shinobi. I came to this land to perform a role not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Gekai still lives, mayhap not. It is no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There's a place I would visit before we depart your realm. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray look after Tsubame while I am away? Her condition has much improved, but I would not take any chances. Thank you. Alright, bye. Hey Tsubame, you feeling okay? Your concern is most touching, but I'm quite fine. Well, in fact, it would seem that the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appear at first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Oboro's ire than to cause true harm. Speaking of Oboro, have you seen him about? It is not like him to disappear in the midst of our preparations for departure. Along with the thoughts you say, where do you suppose he might have gone? Huh. Fool's Falls? The place where the two of you practice, yes. He always has had a fondness for waterfalls. Yes, that is it. It must be. Oboro is not himself of late. Perhaps I worry overmuch, but I can never forgive myself if something ill were to befall him. You will go look after him for me, will you? I seek not to change his heart, if his heart is truly made up. I wish only to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. Just heading here and take the ferry across. What's up, skipper? Let's go across. Hi, Oboro. What's going on here? Something concerning you? What are you doing here, Monica? I took you for a woman of your word. Someone sent you, didn't she? It looks like I was a fool for thinking I could fool two who know me so well. Ever since that day, this is the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me, and yet, the instant the sound of the crashing waters fade from earshot, it all comes flooding back. You prove yourself a true friend to us and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Monica. For what, for whom do you wield your blade? For myself, for power, for those around me, for reasons I alone shall know. For those around me, friends. Yes, I knew you a woman after my own heart. And standing here just now, that is the answer I arrived at as well. I speak in earnest to you, Monica. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words have left me a changed man, and I can no longer deny what I have become. For so many years I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission, I was a shinobi, a blade, and a blade does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. Don't think, feel? I lied to myself no longer, and confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, I felt a single all-consuming desire to visit retribution upon those who wronged us and to do so by my own hand. I have made my decision. I shall go and face the truth, for it is only in doing so that my heart will never know true peace. I will go alone and I will hear no more of it. You and Tsubame have sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. No, but friends! If it is Master Gekai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. One or both of us will die, it matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You have been a true friend and ally, Monica. Farewell. No. Oboro. Chase him down. Forgive me. It was as if my legs moved on their own accord. Just get married already. It is just as much Oboro means to come to Master Gekai, even if it costs him his life. Oh, bye, Chocobo. He has made his decision now. I will not stand in his way, but neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wheresoever Oboro fights, I will fight beside him. If it is not too much to ask, pray lend your strength to us this one final time, Onagawa. You have proven yourself a true shinobi, and your blade, unfettered by tradition or convention, may just be what turns the tide of battle in our favor. No, you fuck off, you big cat. Oboro did not say where he was headed, but we already know, don't we? Kata's last word, Candlekeep Quay. Let us see what the guards there might tell us. Alright. Guess we'll head here. I can never remember, like, all the names of these tiny little areas. These little subsections. I just follow the map. Like a good person playing an MMO. Alright, what's going on here? Hello, guard. Zarmerl. Oh, something's... shenanigans are going on here. Any unusual happenings of late? Not as much, save for a small pirate vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all pretty quiet around these parts, as it won't be. Funny thing, though, you're not the first one to ask that question. A milkmaid, a fairly... only one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question. Cover is blown. Hello. Is that so? The milkmaid is one of Orbital's favorite as we might suspect, he's one step ahead of us. If we could rendezvous with him somehow, it would give us the advantage in numbers, and at the risk of exposing ourselves to our foe is too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Yakai reveals himself. I'll take a position on the western shoreline. You take to the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire quay. Okay. It's like I thought, it was like milkmaid. I thought it was her just hanging up a note. Orbital's cross-dressing. I'm up here. Ha. Instance time. Of course, the level 51 is gonna have an instance. It's the last one. Every class will have this, right? All right. What shenanigans are going down here? Keeping watch. Overwatch. What's going on there? Shady dealings? Shady dealings. Wait, what? What happened to you? Shuriken! Oh, murder! Who goes there? Show yourself. I know a rat when I smell one. Hello. I trust that I'm speaking with the Garlean Empire's Chief of Espionage and Covert Operations. None other. But you can call me Master if you like, young one, for old time's sake. You're full of surprises these days, young one. The Orbital I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu called for his last caw. Somehow I think Karasu is probably still alive. You look sturdier than I remember, if a bit gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? You always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years, it was you who taught me the way of the shinobi, you who I loved as a father. Why, Master? Why? Why else? For our village, of course. I simply made the choice that any other true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years I served Doma, then when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me, and for our village, my services were in high demand. Have you ever wondered why, Obito? Why, when the Doman rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemal's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us where the entire nation of Doma could not. Protected? You betrayed us all. The people of Doma trusted us. Do you know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them into slaughter. Do you feel nothing, not even a twinge of remorse at the massacre you brought upon your countrymen? Countrymen? What is Doma to me when weighted against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husks of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I don't like your master, Obito. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong, that his story was not but twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. Master, no, get guy, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of the untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. You find that amusing? Ripped old man? Revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants? Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete? Forsaking your role for some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Obito, not here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize that the Empire quite suits me. There's something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength above all. I've won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one, all your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You're alone because you are weak. He has no subordinates, it's true. This isn't an army, after all. Hello. But Obito has something you will never have. Comrades who believe in him and the ideals for which he fights. Tsubame, how did you... Do I get to appear in a smokescreen too? Not just me, but Monica too has come to fight at your side. Or do I just come running in? Comrades, you would choose the company of a glorified sellsword over that of the master who made you what you are? Oh, how far my pupils have fallen. You are the one who has fallen, Get Guy. Monica fights with a sense of honor and purpose that you have long forgotten. Superhero landing. I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I'm honored to fight at your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is. Ninjas! But first I gotta go fast. Alright, gotta go fast. Get my dot on. You guys okay with the extras there? Should I help you? Or when I will thin the ranks. Alright, I get Gekkai. Let's give him some trick attack. Ooh, that's a big circle. All these circles! Gotta go fast again. All your friends are dead. Toss daggers! This technique, it cannot be! More ninjas! Boop, trick attack! You stop using such big circles, it's kind of annoying. Gotta go fast. I'm winning this hit point battle. You guys like, we're not even gonna bother avoiding that. Boop! Duty complete. Ow! Lightning. Alright, murder. Murder. Revenge murder. To my Monica, thank you. It is through your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Karasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. Aw, that almost sounds like a eulogy. It almost makes me wish I were actually dead. LOL. What's up? Karasu, you still live? But how? Also, with all the face mac dude's hot. When it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know. I see, but why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. It's like, trap. This is the fifth final piece of Monika's traditional garb. Let it never be said that I don't complete my missions, even if it's just playing delivery boy. Wait, Karasu, the others who named you traitor to our village, they were simply blind to the truth, as was I. If I explain, they will surely see reason. Please, let us return home together. He's gonna be like, nope. And what's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget Oboro. I was not the traitor, no, but I did follow him. That makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. At the same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We're not so different, you and I. Dude is actually serious this time. The sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spine assassin, quite a good one I might add, and for all the blood Gekkai has on his hands, mine are nearly as red. In the others' minds, you had one mission, Oboro. Why complicate the matter? Bring this back and tell the others what they want to hear. The traitor Karasu Redbeak is no more. Slain at your hand, you'll be welcome as a hero, while my fate will be even grander. I will at long last be free! If that is how you would have it, Karasu, then so it shall be. But this I promise you, slowly but surely our village will change. I will take what I have learned and build a village that honors all of our fallen, a village you could be proud of to call home. Just don't get too cocky now, or I'll have to come back and put you in your whole village and your whole village in its place. I look forward to the day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day. See ya, dude. Why are all the male characters in this game so fucking hot? Well, except for Innocence. But then he becomes a hot dude during the fight anyways. Gonna have so many armor pieces. Alright, I'm back. It has changed my call. This time I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi, and yet, now that all is done, I feel that I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I am truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi. Save for one final technique which I will now impart to you, Kasatsu. Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash powerful ninja techniques one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue it means quite literally life and death, which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied the respective sides of our initial agreement. We will return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day, I would see my home change for the better, and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there is much I must learn about this land. And so I will go on ahead. I will report to our elders and the success of Oboro's mission and inform them that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle. With the soul crystal that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It is a flawless plan, if I do say so myself. Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Oboro. Promise me that. And with that, it seems that it is I who must bid you farewell. You've been a true friend, and my heart awaits the day when we shall meet again. Alright, bye, lady friend. But you will return to give Oboro lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced that his bows are as masterful as he seems to think. Alright, thanks. New gear that I don't have room for. And a superpower. Superpower! Your mind finds clarity. Also, congratulations, you're done with the Realm Reborn. Now you have to do it before the dawn. And then come back to Oboro. Alright, Scholar was done, Bard's done. We need Black Mage and Summoner. And back to Ulda. Or no, it's not at Ulda. I have to go to the cave where gold is at. The Camp Drybone. Level 45 quest. So the 245s and the 50 to do on Black Mage. Hello, Kazag-cha. Kazag-cha would see you undertake another challenge to strengthen your dark powers. Thunder Mastery, learn Thunder 3. Alright, what's going on here? Do I have to drop more loads of blood over gates? Well, you are here. My colleagues Delza Melloc and Daza would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. Alright, bye. Groups. Hi guys! Groups getting together. To close Voidgate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? Are you ready? Yes. Just say no. Very good. You have sharp sense like Dozzle. Noticed, have you, your aura, strangeness it has. Now the Voidgate, gloom it makes, like black breath. Gloom draw to black magic, drawn to you. Like moth to flame, black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Losing strength seal as black magic and Voidgate share bond, very deep, but must not leave be too long, else other side maybe take you. Squawk. No fear yet, still weak gloom is. Time you have, strong Monica find next key. Teach you, Dozzle will, what must do. Many black mages there were long ago. One more powerful than rest. Very powerful, epic even. Epic black mage. Black magic too powerful, too dangerous. Wrong hands must not have. Know this he did. Ciphered spells, hid secrets. Dark way past a few, very few. Teaching, writing, spread over realm. Lost to time they were. Forgotten. One carved in stone. Stone of mossy pillar. Pillar and self shroud. Squawk. Chosen Monica is chosen. Unleash power of this black mage you can. Key it is. Key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line that this is, passed to Dozzle from mother to mother, from mother to mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchlings passed, strong mage she was, epic even, epic mage. Great love for dark art, more than anything, joined with lizard, meant to learn all, named betrayer she was. Chased from village, squawk her words, Dozzle keeps, teach to strong Monica now. 4 magi meet in barren land, old black powers have they in hand. Fate of all wicked be made stark, path to light when lit by squawk. That her squawk, not Dozzle squawk. Should be dark, Dozzle thinks. Good words, deep words. Bring Dozzle here they did, to pass on, not Dozzle alone. Others come too, other mages. Birdman, lizardman, no matter, I'll wait for strong Monica. Strong mind you have and heart. Help you, Dozzle will. Go to Gridania you must, to Earth's gift near pillar lurking beasts there are. Slay them you must, no need fear beasts. Strong Monica is strong. Doza, squawk. I too am here to lend you my aid. Help, hand, aid. Everybody talks funny. Wood danger for Dozzle for Ixali whalers wait. Wait for sharp spears. Go in place of Dozzle does I will. Decided is, go now, you will squawk. Okay. It's like, whatever the fuck you just said? Sure. Alright, we're off to Earth's Gift in the Shroud. There's dangerous monsters here, just fly over everything. Ooh. This looks like an instance. Alright, interact with this. A stone pillar covered in moss rises here. The gem of Chatoto shines bright, revealing an inscription in the stone. As he approaches, you hear her voice ring out. By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Slay the glooms encroach by thy hand. Only then shall the umber wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. Alright, let's do this. Alright, what kind of motherfuckers do I gotta kill? Hello? Hi, Kobold. Oh. Double gate. Triple gate. Quadruple gate. The voice spoke true. Look, the gloom gathers. I sense there are fiends of evil about, nearby, close, about. Alright, murder time. The gloom will change into great horrors if left unchecked. You must stop it with black magic. I mean, these things don't seem very strong. Those things didn't seem strong. The gloom has birthed fiends. Scathe. Alright, is there more? Yes, there's more. I can almost kill them in one hit. I mean, they haven't birthed anything. Oh, there we go. There's a Void Echo. It just got his ass kicked. That's it? Alright then. The moss pillar imbues you with an ancient knowledge. Thanks. It's like just fuck up all the void gates. Like that wasn't hard at all. Well fought, the gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy. Ron Burgundy Falls. Yes, Dozen Melloc awaits us. You, me, us. It's annoying I have to fly all the way out there, though. Alright, back to the Black Mage group. The convocation of Black Mage beast tribes. Hi, Dozzle. Gone from you, gloom is. Worry for nothing, Dozzle did. Swak, now you go see Kazakh Chai, you must. Awaiting you, he is. Alright, into the cave, too. All done. Is this not the armor quest? The gods are good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to take this world does so no more, and I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Wield it well, Monica of the Black, and make of it a tool for your ends. Do that, and as the prophet speaks, the way of light to light shall be lit by dark before you. Alright, thanks. Thunder 3, superpower! Wait, stronger thunder. Superpower! Hooray! Also, I'm using a one-handed one as a shield. That's different. Alright, stronger thunder. Alright, so now there's another 45 quest, which is just to guide you further along the path of the Black Mage. Alright, what I gotta do with this one? I'm gonna go black. Our brother Daza has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive. Is he gonna send me off on an armor quest? Hello. You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood, forest shroud. Yes, you have done well. Very well. You are truly the Black Mage foretold by legend. Oracle, prophecy, legend. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to this Thanalan. Such is what legends do. When four magi meet in a barren land, black powers outwoven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. Black shadow dark. You have heard these words before. Yes, yes, here I found Kazakh Cha and Dozalmelok. The words that brought us to Thanalan are the same. Equal, identical, same. It was 100 years ago that a kobold first deciphered the legend, decrypted, decoded, deciphered. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Yes, yes, my very own. But he broke kobold law. The first patriarch must never leave Ogamoro. No, no, never. Believe he did. He set out from Lenosha to pursue this legend, and for that he was named traitor. Betrayer turned cloak traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, no, no. A single kobold soul. They ignored his words. But when first I heard them, I felt strange, peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I could not simply be idle. I too left Lenosha just as Dagu before me. Yes, and I have come here to Thanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kazakh Cha, Dozel, Melok, and myself were true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, no, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, yes, I am, and we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can. Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, yes, many, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it rubbish. Dross, refuse, rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see. Yes, 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 many, many, but I sense it in a great power. Here, it may give some... It may give some your gem. The light, it is illuminating the tablet. The scratches are glowing. Mighty Titan, though. Those are no scratches. No, no, no scratches at all. They are carvings, words. Know thee, brave keeper of Shatoto's light, as these very words wax plain to thy sight. The seal that... What was cast doth shudder and sigh, and the Voidgate's dread sundering draws nigh. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needst great garb to stay thy any doom. To the sacred where thy thoughts must now tend, unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tableau is more important than I imagined. Yes, yes, much more. It seems to say one who would close the Voidgates must first find the secret garb, gear, armor, garb, and the names of places are written here as well. Yes, yes, these 4 pieces I know. You would do well to set out and gather the first 3 relics. Legend speaks of this. It holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fishers, the blood of those who have lived life steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood. Need Dozel's blood too, you do. Take quick, squawk, before change mind. And here is mine. Me, mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, yes, very, very careful. Okay. Alright, more armor to clog up my armory. Alright, so there's one in Thanalan. One in the Shroud and one in Lenosha. We're off to do more blood bukkake. Blood. Huh? No enemy? And then head north in North Shroud. This one looks annoyingly guarded. Just in case I kill this guy too. Then give it some blood. Here you go. Thanks. Over to the ancestral lands of each of the beasts. Each of the Black Mage beasts. This one looks annoyingly guarded too. Alright guys, don't dang it. I was gonna say don't turn around. Let's try this again. Don't turn around, guys. I'm trying to steal your armor. And all the way back here again. I'm back. I've waited your return. I have learned where it is that the 4th relic of our forebears rests. The land known as Thal's Respite. There too lies a plain of fissure with which the blood of the fiend's birth must be poured. Oh, so just to the north. Alright, Fisher Price. What's going on up here? What's up, minor botanist and Fisher? Vincent? Oh, you guys getting fucked up. Scathe. Oh, but wait, there's more. Firestarter. Not quite Bukkake time. Any more? Blood. All over the fissure. Thanks. Snazzy Black Mage hat. Well, that's a big hat. Alright guys, I'm back and I look snazzy. The first 4 relics are now in your keeping, yet the final piece remains in our efforts to learn where it rests have been to no avail. The Dark Witch empowers at times obscures, such as its nature. Dazak claims this tablet names the solace of the gods as the location we seek, but none among us have ever heard tell of such a name. When a power worthy to relics claim takes root in one of righteous end and name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last seed of the Black Mage be sown. Daza insists his reading is correct, and both Dozel Malik and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words that you might see your quest to its end. The day of the Void's opening shall come. Until then, Monica, I ask only that you continue to walk down the path of the Black. I mean, I've already done a lot of walking, so I can go straight to the next quest. Or I can learn to throw out flares. Kazakh Cha awaits you with news. You have gathered the first 4 artifacts, and that is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains. A tablet of Daza's great ancestors to be believed there is yet one more. Attempting to steal the Voidgate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the solace of the gods continues. I've gone through all the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of destruction will be awoken in that most sacred of places. The power of destruction is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I'm at a loss. You believe that Daza's and Dozel Malik's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witness to the same events. And it is true that they, too, left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find aught else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue to search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozel Malik and Daza understand this urgency, have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into the matter. And now to your next task. You must return to he who first bound our 4 faiths together, the prophet Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. Alright. Back to Lalai. Truth and Lalai. Alright, talk to original Black Mage. Hi guys. What's going on here? You have tips for us? He's like, nice hat. Please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Lathe. He is a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with magi from the beast tribes to summon a creature known as Barbatos, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Erzia. Their plot was discovered by the order of Lathe, and the Voidgate was sealed before Barbatos could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was to rot until his last breath. The order was loath to let word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to see where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot save a few inscrutable documents, parchments intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found amongst the scribblings. He's just hanging out staring at it. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black, 4 artifacts of eld, the blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be awoken from the Voidgate. Monica, black magic is not the key to stealing the Voidgate, it's the key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive this dark art and now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, Monica, you must stop him before it is too late. Hurry to Nald's reflection in southern Thanalan. Alright, time to stop this shit. Or let it go and just kill the thing. But then again, it requires sacrifices, and I don't want to sacrifice friends. Black Mage Beast Tribe friends. Down this rocky crevice to the dangers. That's going to be an instance, right? Yes, of course it is. Always bet on black. Alright, what's going on here? I hear enemies. That doesn't look good. Is he wearing the same black mage gear as I am? Black on black fight. Lalafell fight. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hello, big demon thing. Is this that Barbados? Yes. Oh, full black mage fight. That's gonna get a lot of hit points. Guys, get out of the way. At least I get a tank for this. I'll just hang on over here on the side. I'm getting close to aggro though. Voidgate has opened. Void Trumpeter. Go away, Trumpeter. Alright, is that all the extra ads? Can I get back to DPSing this guy now? Nope. I'm totally leaving the Void Gates. Probably more ads than we should have to reasonably deal with. Probably because I was dumb and just left all the Void Gates up. By the time I get back to Barbados, he's pretty much dead. But I still win. Lock him up for another century. You deceived us all, you have. Squawk pay you will. You are one of Ixali Melek's get, are you not? Mother of mother, her name you know? And you, Amalja, yes, you are the line of Kazib-Cha, I can see it. And Kabul, though your vein courses through your veins courses blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, Black Mage Monica, splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbados as you have. No doubt you're all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable with my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered ancient writings which told of a black magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to rise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed, endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, difference. By accomplishing with that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. If the pursuit of black magic was trying, I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed. And what little progress did come, came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Shatoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib-Cha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analysis of worldly phenomena, Ixali Melek, named a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudice of the Ixal, Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did, much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believed would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. I, blinded by my own lesser power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. So this was a redemption arc for him? Hello! Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic aether washed over my friends, ripping them apart only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes, when I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all of my strength to see Barbatos sealed with it behind the Voidgate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the aether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I turned to Olda, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined in the depths of the Marsalzer pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the aether of those 3 friends with whom I once shared a dream. Oh, I killed your friends. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No words does it have. Squawk, only squawk. I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have strength enough to offer it. Do I get your snazzy robe? The 5th artifact? Yes, the 5th. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Nod's reflection as most do. Truly, Markham, Wonka, you have succeeded where many great mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Oh. Alright. Oh, now I gotta talk with everybody. Hi, Daza. Then it is over. Finished, ended, over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kukuruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is sadness in that. I'm proud to call you friend, brother and sister friend, now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. Yes, you are a true mage of the Black now. Pray grace our we kobolds in Lenosha with your presence someday. Bye. You going home? To think Kukuruka carried that anguish 100 long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. I gotta talk to Squawk first. Squawk box. Century-old plan this was. Fulfill his purses, Kukuruka did. Mother of mother. Forgiven Kukuruka she has. Squawk. Think so, Duzzle does. Finished the story is. Had much fun, Duzzle did, like mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Duzzle hopes. Farewell, we will meet again someday. Duzzle hopes. Squawk! Alright, back to Ron Burgundy Falls. Hi, Kazakh, I'm back. Things have come to an end, it would seem, both the threads which bound us all and this tragic tapestry they wove. Most mysterious things these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends prophecies first brought you to me? It was here at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then, yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Daza Malak, Daza, and you. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace, and I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true black mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend. And let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, and that undying in shadow or light by day or night. Alright, I learned to shoot flares. Big dick AoE damage, which uses all my MP. Superpower! The black has taken you. Alright, that concludes Black Mage quests. All done. Now I still have Summoner quests. Back to Gridania. This is going to be a redemption arc too. You get a redemption arc, and you get a redemption arc. Hello. Last quest, level 50. I'll enter Enkindle. Enhances the signature attack of summons, upgrading to better stuff. Alright. Terrible news. There's been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Conius Fine murdered. The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan's behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bolder, desperate to commit such a brazen act. We should set off to Mordona at once and speak with any survivors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what that cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him. I don't feel like this is going to be less of a redemption arc. So fly way the heck out here. Hello, surviving researcher. Yes, I'm absent here. It was the same dark summoner who Mitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an elegant summoner, when a man in black robe suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally objected to this arrogant in position, but he merely sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded in flame. Through a haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the soul crystal from a smoldering body and stride off towards the singing shards. That bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact revenge, then I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Alright, revenge to her. Another soul crystal. It doesn't make sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would now make for a most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I expected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I'm at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these elegant relics. We just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. It's going to be an instance. Alright, where's the instance at? Oh. So literally just walk in here in an instant. Right? Yep. Alright. Revenge to her. Murder time. I brought you the soul crystal as promised. Asking the 12th chalice. He's consorting with assholes too? Yes, these appear to be authentic, elegant artifacts. Very well, Sharna, bargain. From within these gems I shall draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners and the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. Arg! Pew 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 pew! Was it worth it? Oh, God's the pain. Now he wants to test his power on me. Now the bumbling summoner and incompetent lackey make an appearance last. You think to capture me, fools? I've orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons, I now command the power of an Elder Primal. You mean to deal with the Paragons? You call us fools. The Ascians will never relinquish their hold on you. I smell a price to pay. If you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being, it is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Hear me, Demon King of Devouring Flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. First, there is one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. Dark Ifrit. Alright, kill the summon first? Guess I should have summoned Carby first. Alright, we'll beat up you first. Looks like Mitra's got that. Got the other dude. You're gonna get slapped. Bilious Eggy. No. Nice attack, idiot. I don't think it's possible. He's absorbed the Eggy's power. Is that gonna matter? It looks like he's getting his ass kicked pretty badly. I think I'm winning this hit point battle. Ow, that was rude. Virus. I remember that skill. Oh, guess who got fucked up? You did. Well, memories of summers past, I should have been unstoppable. I will steer the disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worship, the primal that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion. So I see my order's records were accurate. Those brewed deep in the archives, I'd but recently discovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fitted encounter with Ixali, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Mortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that in glorious detail. Once the soft-headed fool had been tempered, there was no saving him, and thus I took upon myself to expunge the stain of embarrassment. But work is left undone. The primal. No, all primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. Oh, that doesn't look good. Self-destructing Ifrit? You're gonna find pieces of Tristan all the way in Mordona? You're gonna find... Oh, not Mordona, in, what is it, Gonna find pieces of Tristan, well, I guess all over Mordona, but all the way in Revenant's Toll. Oh, you're right here to talk to. I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair of his brother's tempering or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It was ironic to think that discounting the means or purpose is fundamentally one and the same. The summoner employs the savage or the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness until eventually the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield. It is time we return to Ehcatl Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. All this armor. I'm gonna have to spend some time and clean up my armory. I'm back. Hello. Oh, how I'd love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down the road of destruction. In this manner, they seek to plunge the realm of Erosia into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil the never-ending schemes and foul plots, and our war against the Ascian looms closer day by day. Thus would I have you armor yourself with this last piece of the Evoker's attire. And plus you get a full set of even stronger gear. It was discovered at the same dig site where Tristan sees the soul crystal, and the same conscious find researchers grateful for your actions in bringing the murder summoner to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be overprepared when heading into battle against a paragon. Wear it proudly. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Eggy. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the soul crystal. Yeah, I did. Still your mind now, Monacan, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in the greatest achievement. The true power of the Eggy will be yours. Get to enkindle them. Alright, now Summoner questline complete. And Superpower? Superpower! Climactic battle awakens ancient memories within you. Alright, that concludes this questline too. Alright, so that is a lot of class quests done. So I guess I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 class quests left to do for the battle ones. Alright, so next time, I don't know what I'm going to do next time. There's so much shit to do in this game. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!